All right, another week in the books, and we got a lot of fun stuff under the belt the past 7 days. You want to lead us into the week that was?
Saturday, we had a soccer game at Central Valley, and after that, we headed out to Little Falls. I have to apologize for last week's weekend buzz. I did not realize that it was Cheese Festival weekend.
People are mad at you. I didn't want to say anything, but Jay gets the hate mail.
Well,
people are really upset.
I am so sorry, Jay, because this was a massive event. And I remember that we talked about it last year and I totally forgot about it this year.
It really is a big event. We thought we were going to be smart. Well, part of it was we were preoccupied early in the day.
We had a soccer game.
Event, but
it was 10 to 5.
But we thought we'd get smart and get there from 2 to 5, let the crowds die down. It didn't work. The crowds, it was beautiful.
It was a gorgeous day.
That helped, right? It was high 70s, perfect weather. I don't know the number, but thousands and thousands and thousands of people were there.
Yeah.
And, the main street from one end to the other is just packed. If I had to guess, there was probably close to 100 different vendors there, right? The tents just went side by side by side. So we've got a lot of, we tried to get a little something from everywhere, and we'll share the pictures. But yeah, just Little Falls does a great job with events.
They definitely do. And they have a great setup for it too. They block off all of Main Street, and a lot of the local businesses are located on Main Street. So not only do you get the vendors that are in the street, but then you have all the local businesses right behind them where you can sneak in and see what they have to offer. So we stopped at Chickweed. We've never been there. They had a lawn party. They had a band playing outside, and they have a ton of unique jewelry and really nice sweaters and cool stuff in there. I'd never been in there before. So I'm really excited that I went in there. And then we stopped at Main Street Mercantile, Ali Tamburo's shop, and I bought a beautiful stained glass leaf to add to my fall decorations. And what else did we buy there? We bought something.
We got Tyler a hat.
Oh, we bought Tyler a hat.
They have different hats.
Yep, they have all different hats and stuff. So yeah,
and things on them.
And then we stopped at Rock City.
Yeah, we talk a lot about Rock City Brewing Company, and they had live music there between sets. We only stayed for one drink, but they had an outdoor place to sit and an indoor, 2 different sections you can be in. It's a huge facility. And it was just a great day. Saturday in Little Falls, we came home with a whole bunch of stuff. I think we brought $300 in cash, and at our last stop, we had to use the debit card because we were out of our cash.
We
supported. We tried to get a little something from everywhere, and it was all good stuff. So we live by the support local, shop local mantra, and we certainly backed it up this weekend.
Yep. And then we decided we went out to dinner. We love to go out to eat, and we have had numerous guests on the show that when you ask them one of their go-to restaurants or one of their favorite restaurants, and a restaurant that always continues to come up is Georgio's Village Cafe in New Hartford. And so I said to Scott, we got to go there. We got to go back because
the backstory is probably 12 plus years ago.
It was a while ago. Yes.
Same thing. All the hype around Georgio's and how great their greens were, and, Georgio's this and Georgio's that. And we were really excited to get to Georgio's, and we went, and nothing was bad.
No.
But I think, sometimes when people tell you that a movie is the best movie you'll ever see in your life, and then you watch it and you're like, that wasn't the best movie I ever saw in my life. We expected, I think it wasn't fair. We put Georgio's on a pedestal, and we were like, it's all right, but whatever.
So
we owe Georgio's an apology.
We do, because
for whatever reason, 12 years have avoided.
Not avoided, but whenever we go out to eat, we're like, we've been there and it wasn't anything. Yeah. But this experience was different.
Yeah.
They do not take reservations. So you have to go in, and they have a bar area to the left-hand side. And we had the best bartender.
Yeah, she was a clip, man.
Just a lot of fun.
She was what you think of when you think of a bartender.
In an Italian restaurant, for
Big
sure.
personality, making jokes, friendly, funny. It was good. Yeah.
Yep. And then we had a great meal. The meal that I had pasta Valea, something with a V. I wish I would have.
There was
just
veal
look
in
it up. There was veal in it, and this sauce was so good with homemade hats. It had peas and sugar snap peas and regular peas, and the sauce reminded me so much of my grandmother's sauce. It was so good.
Yeah,
and the prices.
So that's the other thing, I got seafood, a spicy salmon. Yeah, everything was really good, and we were appetizer. We got the greens, 2 entrees, and a bottle of wine. And we were like $90.
Yeah, that was impressive.
Unheard of.
Yeah, he told me to guess, and he told me to guess low, and I still didn't guess that low.
We're very rarely under triple digits.
So I get the rave now.
Good on you, really Georgios. We made one quick stop after that to right across the street is the Grow Brewery, which I'm guessing we didn't do a lot of research. We just I think you knew about it.
Yes, I noticed. I was actually up there for something I can't remember, and I saw the sign. And I didn't even realize a new brewery had opened there because it is tucked all the way in the back. Like
it's kind of hidden.
You can't see it from the road. You can see, and the sign is, it's a pink sign.
Small.
But it is there, and it has got such a cool vibe to it. It's got the garage doors, and because it's still pretty nice out, they were open, and it was very, very cool. They had live music, and their beer was really good.
Yeah, industrial, modern feel, which is very common nowadays. The very homey with furniture, couches, and chairs to sit in other than the bar area. And like I said, it was an old garage that the doors were open. So you had that industrial but modern feel. It was good. We did, do we want to, let's talk about, so the Stanley. We didn't do any. If someone wants to chime in and let us know who WB Stanley was, do you know that, John?
I don't know.
Or Jay, our producer, is doing a little research here on the side. So we took a picture. We try to take pictures of everywhere we go. We took a picture of the Stanley, and I'd never noticed the WB over it. We were in front of the marquee.
It's always the Stanley.
Yeah. And so I was like, who is WB Stanley? Like, what? Yeah, I don't know. Well, we got our research department on that. But anyway, we went to see Hadestown.
And I loved it. My mother loved it. It was a very unique love story. I thought it was fantastic.
Yeah, I went in intentionally doing no research because I feel like sometimes you see things multiple times or different versions of things, or you read and you get these expectations in your head and what you envision the characters. I went in, I had no idea what Hadestown was, what the story was about, where it was set. And for the most part, I did a pretty good job following along because they sing a lot of the words, which is hard for me.
I did. I thought it was great. I thought it was done very, very well. I got to say, I think it's one of my most favorite plays I've ever seen at the Stanley.
All right. Jay is coming on mic. This is a big moment.
So the WB is not for WB Stanley. It is for Warner Brothers. The Stanley was originally associated with Warner Brothers Studios.
Okay. So who's Stanley? Is he the guy that makes the cups or?
Oh my God, stop it.
Give me another 30 seconds.
We're doing this one.
I'm supposed to do this all beforehand, and now I'm making Jay do my job.
I like it. Put him to work. Yeah. Do we want to talk? We can talk about Cooperstown next week, or do we want to talk about it this week?
Let's talk about it this week.
We'll talk about it. We'll forget about it. Yeah.
So we had a soccer game down in Cooperstown, heartbreaker. We lost 1-0. We let Connor pick the restaurant that we would go to. We always end up going to Upstate Bar and Grill,
which is a good spot.
And it is a great spot. And with baseball, maybe we should have gone there, but we didn't.
Yeah,
we went to Bocca, Osteria. I think that's how you would pronounce it.
Yeah, you got
Osteria.
I'm terrible at
and
such things.
I am telling, this place was awesome. They do wood fire pizza. They have this huge wood fire oven in the back left-hand corner. They have a beautiful bar. Like the light fixtures were so cool, and the pizza was amazing.
Yeah, it was big, open, modern, clean. I think it's brand new. It's right next
brand
to
new too. I've never
Upstate Bar and Grill, and I think it's probably been open just a couple months now. But robust menu options.
We had calamari for an appetizer, and then we got this steak on crostini that was so good.
Lot to choose from.
Yes, a ton to choose from.
And it's just nice with the wood fire pizza that, even if you have your picky feeding kids with you, there's always
well, and Jenna got a personal pan pizza, which is great. Like for the kids, and they do have a kids menu as well. They had chicken strips, they had personal pan pizzas, but then they had like homemade pastas, and Connor got chicken parm, and they had a really good wine list too. So
good spot down in Cooperstown. If you're down there for, I don't know, now that the fall is upon us and winter is coming. Yep. If you're down there for a high school or a school sporting event, or the little,
just the leaves changing,
or the
it is
Cooperstown Hospital.
Down there,
I don't know what else there is in the Cooperstown in the winter, but
Baseball Hall of Fame.
Bocca is there. Yeah. Jay, what do you got, man?
So the Mastbaum family oversaw a chain of theaters, and Stanley was one of the Mastbaums. There were theaters all over the country for my research.
What year?
Oh my God, stop, leave him alone.
I'm just going to keep asking him questions.
Looking like the early 1900s, there's a really historic one. Kind of looks just like the facade of the Stanley in Philadelphia. It was one of the biggest theaters in the country.
Okay. So the Stanley Theater in Utica, whatever year it was opened, the seat that I sat in for Hadestown is an original. It was one of the first seats put in there. And a few people had used it before me.
1928.
There you go. Oh, coming up on 100 years. So all kidding aside, the seating is a little tight. The seats are a little bit old. So from a comfort standpoint, we've also gotten kind of spoiled by these movie theaters, right? Yeah. They put in the oversized chairs and leather
seating
and cushy
and the reclining chairs.
But, just the Stanley there's nothing like it around here when it comes to, you want to talk about light fixtures, right? The chandeliers, the ornate decorations and just detail and it's 100 years old and it's preserved and it's cool. And the show was great.
All right, let's move on to this weekend.
Let's do it. Let's go.
Comets home opener, yes, is Friday night and versus the Syracuse Crunch. The players will arrive at 4 p.m. and there's a plaza party until 6:30. There will be live music inside. There's also a game on Saturday. On Saturday, they play the Amerks. I love that they're playing the Crunch and then the Amerks on opening weekend because that's always a great game. Mm-hmm. Very physical. On Saturday, Subaru Village will open from 5 to 7 p.m. and it will be open after the game for a meet and greet with the whole team. And for those of you that don't know, the Subaru Village is the former Tony's Odd Delicious. It's the building that is sort of behind the Odd. Yeah, 470 Whitesboro Street.
Who owns that now?
I think they bought it.
Ash in the Garden.
Well, it might be Subaru Village. I mean,
they probably sponsor.
I don't know.
Yeah. Is there like activities, games? Is there stuff going on in there?
Like I said, there will be a meet and greet with the whole team afterwards, and there will be live music.
Well, right,
before.
That's this weekend. But I'm saying, like,
I think it's just open when there are games.
Well, listen, I liked Tony's Audelicious when it was there.
No, you can't go there on a random
we played
night.
games, we had a bite to eat.
It's not like it used to be.
It was too good to be true, and then it went away. I was just wondering if it was back. That's all. All right, let's talk about Fly Creek. We were just talking about Cooperstown, so we went right past Fly Creek. Don't blink. But
this is not the cider mill.
This is not the cider mill, but we do need to get there as well.
Yep.
It's got to be close to the cider mill because if I know anything about Fly Creek, I know it's not a booming metropolis.
Yes, it's very close.
So the Fly Creek Valley Corn Maze and Pumpkin Patch.
Yep.
It is specifically located at 1316 County Highway 26. This is on Saturday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. If the maze wasn't enough, you're going to have bounce houses, face painting, balloon animals. I can't think about balloon animals without thinking about Vince Vaughn and Wedding Crashers.
Yep. So this Fly Creek Valley Corn Maze, they're open every weekend, but this weekend specifically, they're doing the whole bounce house thing. So this is special for this weekend only. You pay $8 for unlimited play in the bounce houses, but if you want to go through the corn maze, you have to pay the additional admission for the corn maze. All
right, right up the road is Pail Shop, really neat location. They've got wine and wander, so more corn mazes. Mm-hmm. You can't make a whole lot of money selling corns, but you can probably do pretty well sending people through your fields. Mm-hmm. And that's what they're doing. All right. So this is Saturday, 5 to 9 p.m. So hopefully the corn maze is lit. They're going to have wine by the glass and sangria. We've been to Pail Shop a few times and we really dig the sangria.
Yep. Tiggs Barbecue will be there, but just so you know, this is a 21 and over event only. Your ID is required at the entrance, and no one under the age of 21 will be permitted to enter the property. No exceptions. Be sure to bring a flashlight because you'll be doing this in the dark.
All right, well, that answers that.
Admission is $15 per person, only cash, and the wine and sangria can be purchased directly from Pale Shop Vineyards. Cash and card is accepted there.
We just talked about Rock Valley. We're going to go back there. So 4th annual, gosh, they've been open for 4 years. 4th annual Rock Valley Chili Cook-Off. These are a big deal around here. And you talk about comfort food and things that make sense in the fall. Chili is certainly one of them. So this is 2 p.m. On Saturday, Rock Valley Brewing in Little Falls. And yeah, all the proceeds are going to go to the Little Falls Food Pantry, which is cool. Stick around after the chili cook-off. They're going to have the Valley Rockers on stage. There's a whole big stage area. It's a great place to see live music. Dance, country, and rock music, keeping the crowd moving. And then Sunday, jewelry show by Timeless. Oh, wait.
Yes, on Sunday, they'll be hosting a jewelry show.
I was good right up to the jewelry show.
Yeah.
Timeless by Tatiana.
Yep.
That's what I was going for. So yeah, you can do that and sip some wine on a Sunday. Since we're talking about breweries, take us out to Rome.
I know I was heavy on the breweries this weekend. Next weekend, there's a ton of different stuff going on. But this weekend, I stuck with the theme here. Copper City Brewing Company is doing Fall Fest from 1 to 9. This is the 6th annual Fall Fest. You can come and spend some time at the brewery visiting our local fall vendors. So there'll be a ton of different fall vendors there. Enjoy live music. Copper City will have special fall drinks, including the Falling for Pumpkin Ale, vodka apple cider slushies. That's really hard to say.
Vodka echinacea.
No.
Which is healthy. that makes it healthy.
And New York State bourbon hottie toddies.
I feel like if you just call bourbon a hot toddy, it makes it more socially acceptable to drink it. I'm going to go with that. I'm going to have a hot toddy.
You go with that.
I don't know what it is. What is a hot toddy?
A hot toddy is bourbon, water, and lime, and it's like made with a tea.
Oh, so it's a good way to ruin bourbon.
Lemon, I mean, not lime.
Yeah, just put bourbon on ice and enjoy it.
Well, some of us can't drink bourbon straight, Scott. Live music starts at 2. Grady Thompson is from 2 to 4, and Not Robots is there from 7 to 9. Food trucks will be there as well. The Rolling Stoves with their signature chicken barbecue, and Levant Mediterranean will also be there.
The Stoves. You know, like instead of going to see the Stones, we're going to see the Stoves, which is cool. Chicken barbecue. Get it. All right. We got, Kelly's going to look up a late edition that we got in. So appreciate you guys sending us your stuff that you want us to plug and promote. And so we will do that.
There will be a jewelry workshop. Join us for an immersive and hands-on jewelry making class that promises to awaken the artist within you. What you will learn is you will learn an intro to making beautiful beaded jewelry. You'll be able to create a stunning set of jewelry to keep. You'll make 2 unique pieces, a stretchy bracelet and either a matching set of earrings or a necklace. The entry fee is $35. So you're going to get 2 pieces of jewelry for $35 and be able to personalize it. This is taking place at Emerson Ave Coffee, which is located at 2011 Genesee Street in Utica.
All right. Tuesday, Rare Tuesday event. This is Tuesday, October 15th. We've talked before about Brimfield Farm Winery. They're going to be there from 2 to 7. And they've got Dave the Seeker and Kelly Psychic Medium, not my Kelly, different Kelly Psychic Medium, for an afternoon, evening of in-depth psychic, medium, and tarot readings. They'll be offering 10-minute readings for $20. This is Tuesday at Brimfield, 2 to 7. You don't need to RSVP because with psychic mediums, they already know if you're going to be there.
You got jokes.
Follow me for more dad jokes.
All right. I wanted to mention this. The Madison Hotel, if you visit their Facebook page, they have been taking up collections for the victims in North Carolina. They just sent down a massive truckload of supplies and certain things. So really awesome. I think WKTV was there to actually video at the last truckload that went down there. And so they're having an event Thursday, October 17th. And the reason I want to mention these, a lot of times these sell out. There's limited seating. So that's why I wanted to put it on this week's Weekend Buzz, because it's actually next Thursday. And it's Crafting with Cocktails. It takes place at 6:30, and her name is Cindy, and she's back with Cute as Ever Crafts. As usual, you pick the one you want. So if you go to their Facebook page and you click on the event, and you scroll through the pictures, it gives you the opportunity to pick between like 4 or 5 different crafts that you can make because they have to bring the supplies for you ahead of time. $35 includes your first drink and your craft. So limited seating, only the first 30 crafters will be accepted. And so reserve your spot if you want to. Madison Hotel is definitely a cool spot. And it's really awesome that they're collecting supplies and things that are needed. And another thing they're doing is they're providing breakfast for the volunteers that are down there as well. So I know that they were asking if certain people wouldn't mind if donating their Blackstone or certain things, or even propane tanks. Like they're asking people, to buy propane tanks and bring them there. So I just wanted to highlight a local business that's trying to do something really awesome for people elsewhere that are struggling right now.
Local family-owned business that's at the end of the Ilion Gorge, or the start of it, depending on where you live. But,
and they have a ton of stuff going on every day of the week. Their food and
we haven't eaten there, but everyone tells us the food is fantastic.
I guess they do prime rib on a certain night that's supposed to be really good.
Of bar food.
Yeah.
So we got to get ourselves there.
Yes.
Great job this week. We had a lot to cover. You did a good job.
Thank
Scouting
you.
events. Yeah. So that's it. See you out there. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Love Living Local. As you know, we do not run ads. Our only mission is to shine a spotlight on amazing people doing amazing things here in our local community. If you'd like to support us with this mission, we have 3 ways you can help. You can share our content on social, subscribe or follow the show on your favorite podcast platform, and you can visit our lovelivinglocal315.com website to stay up to date with everything happening in Central New York.